Welcome, dog fans. How y'all doing? To the hottest show on the internet. Check the numbers, man. I'm getting up there. Man, we lit. It's just starting off. It's only going to get better. It's only going to get bigger. I do ask that you subscribe. You hit the share. You hit the like button. Let's get this thing where it needs to be. I need to get stuff behind me. I need to get all this video stuff going. So let's talk the Heisman, though. That's what I wanted to talk about, the Heisman. What is the Heisman? The Heisman is an award for the best quarterback in the nation. It's not about stats sometimes. It usually is about stats, but it's about winning, right? You have to win. You have to win. That's the number one. Stats ain't everything. You have to win. So let's talk about it. We got 4 finalists. We got Max Duggan from TCU, C.J. Stroud from Ohio State, Caleb Williams, who is probably the favorite from the Ohio State Buckeyes. And then you got my boy, the Mailman, the best nickname in the business, the Mailman. Let's go over the stats real quick because, you know, with the Heisman, you have to put the stats in there. But the reason I want to do the stats is so you understand how close this really is. Okay, you got Max Duggan, 3,321 yards passing, 30 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He has C.J. Stroud, 3,300 yards, 37 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Caleb Williams, 4,000 yards, which is the most, 37 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. And then you have the defending champ, the MVP of the championship game last year, the MVP of the Southeast Conference Championship, 34-25, 3,425 yards. He has more yards passing than Max Duggan. He's right there, maybe a little bit more than C.J. Stroud. Caleb has him by 400 or 500 yards. You have to talk about offenses in the conferences that we're talking about, too. So you're talking about Stetson Bennett. By the way, he is the only one that is still undefeated. You're going to win the Heisman and you're losing? Fine. I can even give you that. But you losing the most important game, Max Duggan. You lost to Kansas State. Kansas State. That's not even Kansas. Kansas State. You lost to them. Yeah, in the championship game. Well, what did C.J. Stroud do? Well, he lost to about 50 to Michigan at home in the championship game. You're going to give the Heisman to one of those two guys that lost in the championship game? You got Caleb Williams. He lost to Utah. You lost too. He had 4,000 yards. But let's pull up their competition versus what Stetson is playing. Stetson is in the SEC, the hardest division out of all of these. I dare anybody to challenge me on that. And on top of that, he's undefeated. And on top of that, in the biggest games, he always shows up. See, we play different. We get a lead, and Kirby's running that ball. If Mailman wanted to have 4,000, damn near 5,000 yards, he could have did that. But it's bigger than that. The Heisman is about a winner. You have to be a winner. You have to have that DNA of a winner. And when you take all 4 of these and you take away all the fancy colors and you take away everything, you just put the stats down on who they played, when they played them, and how they played them. You only come up with one conclusion. Now, is this a down year? I will concede that. This is a down year. But because it's a down year, that also makes the case a little bit stronger for the Mailman. This man has went out in the SEC. He has beat everybody that has come against him. Everybody. And so when I look at it, you can't give it to Max. I understand y'all want to give it to him, but he lost in the most important game. You cannot give it to Caleb. I'm sorry. The way you looked against Michigan, that is not a Heisman Trophy winner. In my opinion, the Ohio State guy probably had the best year, but who did they play? In your toughest game, you lost. Now, do you get a chance again? Yes. TCU, you get a chance again? Yes. Let's see what you do. But for my money right now, December 7th, if I had a vote, I'm putting it in for the Mailman. And I dare anybody to challenge me on that. Biggest dog in the yard.